From the very first moment your person encountered you, they sensed something profoundly different about your presence. There was an immediate recognition that you were unlike anyone they had ever known before. This wasn't simply a passing attraction or fleeting curiosity. It was something much deeper, something that resonated in the core of their being. The difference they saw in you wasn't something you manufactured or performed. It wasn't a mask you wore or a persona you adopted to impress others. Instead, it was the natural emanation of your authentic self, the genuine essence of who you are when you're not trying to be anything other than yourself. Your energy carries a particular quality that sets you apart from the noise and chaos of the world around you. There's a calmness to your presence, a quiet confidence that doesn't need to announce itself or demand attention. You move through life with a sense of purpose and centeredness that others find magnetic. This authenticity radiates from you like light from a flame, drawing people toward you without any effort on your part. Your person felt this pull immediately, and it captivated them in ways they couldn't fully understand at first. What makes you so compelling to them is not just one singular trait, but rather the beautiful combination of qualities that you embody. You possess an emotional depth that allows you to understand the complexities of the human heart. You carry yourself with a grace that speaks to years of inner work and self-awareness. There's a maturity in how you handle challenges, how you communicate your needs, and how you honor your own boundaries. Yet alongside this strength, you maintain a warmth and compassion that makes others feel safe in your presence. This rare blend of attributes is what first captured their attention and continues to hold their fascination even now. Your person has come to recognize that what they share with you transcends ordinary connection. This isn't like the casual relationships they've experienced before, the ones based on surface-level attraction or temporary excitement. What exists between you touches something much more profound. It reaches into the spiritual realm, connecting your souls in ways that defy simple explanation. There's a sense of destiny woven through your connection, as if the universe itself orchestrated your meeting for reasons beyond mere chance or coincidence. This connection challenges your person in ways they never anticipated. In the past, they may have been drawn to relationships that were easier, more superficial, less demanding of their growth. They may have sought connections that didn't require them to look too deeply at their own shadows or confront their unhealed wounds. But you are different. Your presence demands authenticity. Your energy calls forth their highest potential. Being around you, even thinking about you, stirs something deep within them that insists they evolve, that they become more than they currently are. They find that they cannot simply move on from you or treat this bond as if it were something casual or replaceable. Every attempt to distance themselves only makes them more acutely aware of how significant you are to them. It's as if the universe is speaking through this connection, urging them to pay attention, to take this seriously, to understand that what you share is not something they'll encounter again if they let it slip away. They feel called to grow, to heal, to transform themselves into someone worthy of the love and energy you bring into their life. Deep in their heart, your person carries a powerful awareness that they don't want anyone else to take their place with you. The thought of someone else capturing your attention, someone else making you smile, someone else experiencing the warmth of your affection, stirs intense emotions within them. This isn't coming from a place of toxic possessiveness or unhealthy jealousy. Rather, it's a genuine recognition of how rare and precious you are. They understand that if they lose you, they won't find another connection like this. You are irreplaceable. Instead of acting on these feelings in destructive ways, your person is learning to channel this energy into something productive and transformative. They're using their fear of losing you as motivation to become better. They recognize that if they truly want to be with you, they cannot come to you as a broken, unhealed version of themselves. They must do the inner work. They must face their demons, process their pain, and shed the old patterns and behaviors that no longer serve them. They're committed to showing up as their authentic self, not the facade they've presented to the world, but the real person beneath all the defenses and armor. This journey of healing hasn't been easy for them. They've had to confront difficult truths about themselves, about their past choices, about the ways they've hurt others and themselves. They've cycled through karmic patterns, finding themselves in toxic connections that mirrored their unresolved issues back to them. They've faced life lessons that tested their patience, drained their energy, and forced them to question everything they thought they knew about love and relationships. These experiences were painful, sometimes overwhelmingly so, but they were also necessary. Through all of this struggle and growth, your person has gained clarity about what they truly value in life and in love. They're tired of the cycles of pain and confusion. They're exhausted by emotional immaturity, both in themselves and others. They're done with relationships that drain rather than nourish, that create chaos rather than peace. They're ready to break free from these patterns once and for all. They want to do things right this time. They want to build something real, something lasting, something that honors the sacred nature of true connection. You have become their inspiration in this transformation. Your presence in their life, even from a distance, has sparked a renewed sense of purpose and possibility. When they think of you, when they remember conversations you've shared or moments you've experienced together, they feel something shift inside them. They feel more alive, more motivated, more capable of becoming the person they've always had the potential to be. You've shown them what's possible when someone lives authentically, when someone refuses to settle for less than they deserve, when someone maintains their standards and boundaries with grace and strength. The universe seems to be actively guiding your person through this process. They're receiving signs and synchronicities that confirm they're on the right path. Perhaps they see repeated numbers that carry spiritual significance. Perhaps they have dreams that offer guidance and insight. Perhaps they hear songs or encounter messages that speak directly to their situation. These divine breadcrumbs are leading them away from their old life, away from the people and patterns that kept them small, and toward a path of authenticity and alignment. This path is bringing them closer to their own truth, to their higher purpose, and inevitably, closer to you. When your person connects with you, whether through actual communication or simply by tuning into your energy, they notice something remarkable happening within themselves. It's as if your presence activates parts of them that have been dormant for far too long. Their creativity begins to flow more freely. Ideas come to them with greater clarity and inspiration. Their heart feels lighter, more open, more capable of both giving and receiving love. You bring out their passion, their imagination, their emotional depth. You remind them of capacities they possess that they may have forgotten while living in survival mode, just trying to get through each day. The way you inspire them feels like confirmation of the spiritual bond you share. They see it as evidence that the two of you are connected on a soul level, that your meeting was no accident, that there's something profound and purposeful about your relationship. This recognition fills them with both excitement and humility. They understand that such connections are rare and precious. They know they need to honor this bond by becoming someone worthy of it. Yet throughout this entire process of their growth and transformation, you have chosen to remain silent and distant. This wasn't a decision you made lightly or out of anger or spite. Your silence comes from a place of deep wisdom and self-respect. You understand something fundamental about human nature and spiritual growth, that true transformation cannot be forced or rushed. People must choose to evolve. They must want to heal badly enough to do the difficult work. No amount of pleading, explaining, or convincing can create genuine change in someone who isn't ready. By stepping back, by giving your person space, you've offered them something far more valuable than constant reassurance or attention. You've given them the opportunity to discover who they are without you, to face themselves honestly, to take full accountability for their choices and behaviors. Your distance isn't punishment, though it may feel that way to them at times. It's an act of profound love and wisdom. It demonstrates your understanding that healthy relationships require two whole, healed individuals coming together in conscious choice, not two broken people clinging to each other out of need or fear. Your silence speaks volumes about your emotional maturity and self-worth. It shows that you will not chase someone who isn't ready for you. You will not beg anyone to recognize your value. You will not settle for breadcrumbs when you deserve the whole feast. You understand your worth deeply, and this understanding creates an unshakable foundation for your life. You know that the right person will rise to meet you, will match your energy, will honor the gift of your presence. And you're willing to wait for that rather than accepting anything less. In many ways, your silence has become one of your most powerful teaching tools. It's conveying lessons that words never could. You're showing your person that love isn't about control, manipulation, or dependence. Real love is built on respect, patience, mutual growth, and conscious choice. You're teaching them about the importance of boundaries, about the necessity of emotional self-regulation, about the value of doing inner work before seeking external connection. These lessons are sinking in deeply, changing them at a fundamental level. The boundaries you've set are doing exactly what healthy boundaries should do. They're creating space for truth and growth. Your person is being forced to confront their own patterns of immaturity and emotional reactivity. They're realizing that to be with you, they must rise to your level. They must develop emotional balance and consistency. They must cultivate integrity that extends into every area of their life. They can no longer get away with half measures or empty promises. You've raised the bar, and they're discovering that they actually want to reach it. Deep in their soul, your person admires you tremendously for your strength. They watch how you remain grounded and centered even when circumstances might justify falling apart. They see how you maintain your calm and self-assurance even in moments of uncertainty or pain. This inner stability is both inspiring and humbling to them. They recognize that you've done serious inner work to develop this level of emotional mastery. You didn't achieve it overnight, and you didn't achieve it easily. It came through dedication, self-reflection, and a commitment to your own growth. Through your example, you're teaching your person what unconditional love truly means. You're showing them that love doesn't mean sacrificing your boundaries or tolerating disrespect. You're demonstrating that love can be both firm and kind, both patient and discerning. Real love doesn't enable dysfunction or excuse harmful behavior. Real love holds space for growth while also maintaining clear standards. Real love says, "I care for you deeply, and I also care for myself enough not to accept less than what I deserve." Your energy is challenging your person to evolve into someone who can stand beside you as an equal partner. You're not looking for someone who will lean on you for validation or emotional stability. You're not seeking someone to complete you or fill voids within yourself. You want a partner who has done their own work, who knows themselves deeply, who can meet you in authentic connection without games or manipulation. This standard you've set is exactly what your person needs, even if it feels difficult or painful at times. As time continues to pass, your person is learning the profound spiritual lesson of surrender. They're discovering that some things cannot be rushed, that alignment happens in divine timing, not according to human schedules or desires. They're willing to wait as long as it takes to truly become ready for you. Their heart recognizes that what you share is rare, precious, and worth any amount of time and effort required to honor it properly. Every single day, they're working on their healing. They're reflecting on their patterns, processing their emotions, and realigning with their true purpose and highest self. The physical and emotional distance between you isn't a sign that your connection has ended or diminished. Rather, it's a sacred pause, a necessary period of preparation for both of you. This space allows you each to grow independently, to strengthen yourselves as individuals, to resolve what needs to be resolved before coming together. It's creating the foundation for something stable, mature, and genuinely fulfilling. Without this time apart, you might have rushed into something before either of you was truly ready, potentially damaging the beautiful potential of your connection. Your person carries hope in their heart that when the timing is finally right, when they've completed enough of their healing journey, when they've transformed sufficiently to match your vibration, they'll be able to come toward you again. But this time, they won't come as the person they once were. They'll come as someone transformed, someone healed, someone confident in who they are and clear about what they want. They'll come ready to build something genuine and lasting with you, ready to honor you properly, ready to be the partner you deserve. When that moment finally arrives, your person hopes you'll be able to see not just the love they hold for you, but also the tremendous effort and evolution your presence has inspired in them. They hope you'll recognize how your influence has shaped them, how your example has guided them, how your very existence has called forth their highest potential. They want you to know that everything they've become in part because of you, because of the mirror you held up to them, because of the standard you maintained, because of the unconditional love you demonstrated through your actions and your boundaries. This journey you're both on is about so much more than just romantic connection. It's about spiritual evolution, about becoming who you were always meant to be, about honoring the sacred contracts your souls made before you ever met in this lifetime. Your person is learning that true love isn't about possession or need. It's about appreciation, respect, growth, and the mutual desire to support each other's highest good. They're discovering that the greatest gift they can give you isn't grand gestures or pretty words, but rather the commitment to become the best version of themselves. And so the journey continues, with both of you growing, healing, and preparing for whatever the future holds. The distance between you serves a divine purpose, creating the necessary space for transformation that simply couldn't happen any other way. Your person carries you in their heart through every step of this process, using the memory of you, the inspiration of you, the hope of you as fuel for their continued evolution. And you, in your wisdom and strength, continue to honor yourself, maintain your boundaries, and trust in divine timing, knowing that what's truly meant for you will find its way to you when the time is right.